Mouse Diva fans. Look where we are. We're on Main Street, USA. And word on Main Street is actually there's a lot of ears and noise around. So let me get somewhere a little more comfortable, a little more private. Let me use some YouTube magic right now. And it's a little more quieter. Okay, welcome to episode 2 of Word on Main Street Is. I really didn't think that I would be doing this so quickly, but there's just so much new stuff constantly happening. It's like I actually could have done it earlier in the week and stuff's already outdated. Like the Grand Floridian main lobby just got new carpet, like the 14th through the 17th or something they were putting it in. So now that's old news. It's like if I don't hurry up and like keep up with the news, it's gonna be like old by the time you hear it. But I am curious if any of you guys were actually there during when they put the new carpet down. I'm curious to know how that affected like the flow of traffic in the lobby, because it was, I saw pictures of it and it was just a really large undertaking. But anyway, something else that's going on right now, and I'm so disappointed I am not there, because a very elusive character is out and about at Animal Kingdom right now until April 23rd, I believe. Yeah, because Earth Day is April 22nd, and he's out just in celebration of Earth Day. But guess who it is? Guess. Come on, guess. We don't see him a lot. Oh, and I said him, so now you know it's like of a male character. Oh, phooey. So comment below right now. Just scroll on down to the comments and put who you think it is, and go ahead and post it, because I don't want you to go, oh, no, that's who, yeah, I was going to say him, I was. Okay, ready? Judy Cricket is at Animal Kingdom until the 23rd. You can find him at Rafiki's Planet Watch. So if you're going to be there sometime very, very soon, just check the times guide and find out when he's going to be out. And then send me pictures, because, yeah, I'm going to pout. It's like, and I bet the line for him is going to be long, but it's worth it because he's rarely ever out. Also have an update for the Rivers of Light attraction at Animal Kingdom. It has been delayed. It was supposed to open on Earth Day, but they've delayed it by like 6 weeks. So it definitely will not be open until the summer, and they have not actually released. Okay, my dog is making really weird noises. Disney, what are you doing? Why does he always act up when I'm filming? He's like a kid. Because if you remember, if you saw episode 1, he knocked over my plant when I was filming, and now he's like rubbing his nose on the carpet, and you know how dogs do that whole rub the nose thing, and he's making weird sounds. Gosh, he's like a kid, a little kid. Aunt Anna and Elsa. Remember, guys, if you're going in the summertime, they will no longer be at Magic Kingdom. They are moving to, well, of course, the Norway Pavilion at Epcot. So remember that. If you're going on there and you're going to make your fast passes and you're like, where's Anna and Elsa's meet and greet? Hello, not at Magic Kingdom anymore. You're going to have to make those fast passes at Epcot. And then guess what? Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. The dates have now been released. I'm not going to go through those dates because there's so many of them, but go ahead online and check them out on the Disney website, because they are out, and now you can plan your vacation around Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. And if you have not seen my vlogs from where my son and I went this past September for the very first time, neither one of us had ever been, and we learned quite a few things. Like, #1 tip, wait and get your candy later. We kind of went and got the candy as we went along, as we came across a candy stand. Oh, let's get it. But you've got to get in line for those characters, because I think we met like three 3 characters, and that was it the whole evening because the lines are long to meet those guys. And we just kind of messed up. But it was a learning experience. So I learned the hard way, and you know what? It's not all about the candy, even though they give really good candy. They don't give junk candy. I'm telling you that. They give good stuff. But you do want to go, if there's some characters that you definitely want to see. And oh, you would not believe our bad luck. And I didn't even realize it. But we met with the Mad Hatter and Alice. And we did do the Queen of Hearts too, but the Mad Hatter and Alice are together. The very next morning, I had breakfast reservations at 1900 Fair at the Grand Floridian, and guess who you meet? The Mad Hatter and Alice. So, oh, I was so disappointed because we didn't need to stand in line at the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party because we were going to meet them the next day. So again, learning experience for us, and I'm passing it on to you so you don't have to learn the hard way. Haunted Mansion Tsum Tsums just hit Disney parks on April 15th. Again, I wish I was there. So much was happening this week. But anyway, I love Haunted Mansion, and they now have like the Hitchhiking Ghost, Madame Leota, the Hostess, like the ghost host, a Haunted Mansion hostess or whatever. There's like 5 or 6 of them. And they're not you can't get them at the Disney store. You have to get them at the parks. Which, by the way, now you can get Tsum Tsums other places, more places in the park other than World of Disney, because that was like the only place you could get them. But now they have, like, there's a place at Epcot, there's like a place at each park now where you can get the Tsum Tsums. So they better not have sold out when I get there in June, because I want those guys. Oh, and speaking of Haunted Mansion, I don't know if you've heard, but there's some Hollywood talk on the possibility of a new Haunted Mansion movie because Ryan Gosling is interested in actually playing in it. Now, I don't know if you saw the first Haunted Mansion. I'm trying to think of when it came out. I think 2003 maybe, and it had Eddie Murphy. And it's so funny because there's certain aspects of course, the Haunted Mansion ride that they put into the movie. So if you haven't seen the movie, you've got to see the movie. Of course, Eddie Murphy is absolutely hilarious. And I'm really, I would be very excited for another Haunted Mansion movie. Just to see how they've, you know, how they'll mix it up. And if you got somebody like Ryan Gosling that wants in on it, hey, you know it's going to be a big deal. Oh, and speaking of Tsum Tsums, going back to the Tsum Tsums thing, if you've noticed on some of my other vlogs, my son and I really love Tsum Tsums. We collect kind of the Vinylmation, the blind packs, and I've got several vlogs with the opening of the blind packs. But, woohoo, hello. Series 2 has been out for a while, but in our area, we haven't been able to find them, and we get them at either Target or like Walmart. But I was actually at Barnes & Noble the other day, and if you are looking for Series 2 of the blind packs, guess what? Barnes & Noble sells them. I was really surprised. And what was great is I was there because I was there for Educators Week, because I homeschool my son, so I'm an educator and I get 25% off on those weeks. And it actually was included on these. And these at Barnes & Noble are $3.95. So they're a little bit more expensive than Walmart and Target, but we've been waiting for these things. So I just got one, and I'm actually just going to open it up right here. And I know that that's not something that I normally do. Am I going to need scissors? Because we normally do a whole vlog on them. But if you guys were curious, I was just going to show you. But it looks like I'm going to have some scissors. So we'll have to get back. Just stay right there. Just don't move. See, that didn't take long, now did it? Okay, there's several that I really want. Of course, there always is. And I have my son, he's real good at like feeling them and saying what they were. And what did you say this was? I
think it's Sven, but I'm not for sure.
He thinks it's Sven, so let's see. No, it's Pooh.
Jiminy Cricket!
Oh no, it's Jiminy Cricket! I'm like, Pooh was in the last batch. Get out of town. Oh my gosh. Okay, people.
This.
Okay, I'm gonna have my son put this together real quick for you. But what are the chances I'm sitting here all upset because I'm not gonna see Jiminy Cricket at the parks? And oh my gosh, I got Jiminy Cricket. Okay, y'all gotta you gotta hit that. See, the dog did that, the dog did that. He just hit the tripod. I told you, he's like a kid. But anyway, you have to hit the like button because what are the chances? It's like karma out there going, okay, since you can't be at Disney to meet Jiminy Cricket, we'll give you Jiminy Cricket and your mystery blind pack. That's pretty awesome. If you're going to be at the parks during the Flower and Garden Festival, I actually forgot to include something in my Flower and Garden merchandise vlog. And it's like the main thing and I forgot it. I can't believe it. I think because I had already put it in my haul video, I think I just got absent-minded about it. But don't forget that you can get the special Figment band, magic band. Now granted, it is more expensive. It's $32.99, but it's a special edition, you know, it's just for this year, but it really is adorable. Oops, he's upside down. So there we go. So that's a little info for you so you know that's out there. And if you want to plan your budget, if you want to get the $32.99 magic band. And I'm going to wear him like every single spring and summer when I go. Just because he's adorable. So here's Jiminy Cricket. Now he looks a little different than quite a lot. Because, you know, Jiminy Cricket's so thin and skinny. And, of course, the Tsum Tsums are not. But, you know, you got your whole star, the shooting star, and his umbrella. And, oh, I'm so happy to get him. So one of the major announcements I have is that on April 10th, the new FastPass selection process went into effect. And we're all super excited about that. If you're not familiar with what the changes are, here we go. So now you can go online and you can pick, of course, who's in your party. But you can pick whether the time frame, do you want morning, afternoon, or evening fast passes. Where before they just gave you like a whole selection of times and you really didn't have a lot of say-so. You'd have to kind of book it and then kind of go back into my Disney experience and just try to do new times and things like that. But now they actually give you the option of what time you want. So you pick the members of your party, the date, and what park you're going to be at. Then you pick your morning, afternoon, evening. Then the page will go to something like this. So you get to pick your own time instead of it picking for you. But the most anticipated advantage of this new process is that you don't have to go to a kiosk to make your fourth FastPass. You know, after you used your original 3, you would have had to gone to a kiosk. And now you don't have to do that. You can actually pick each one after that third. You know, you pick your 4th on your phone. Pick your 5th on your phone. You can still go to the kiosk, but you have that option of doing it from your phone, which is great because this is why it's great. You pick your first 3 at whatever park you're going to, but you're going to park hop to another park. Well, then you would have had to have, you know, your transportation, you got there, then you'd have to go find the kiosk and then do it. And now you don't, because immediately after you use that 3rd one, you could still be at Magic Kingdom where you used your first 3 and then go ahead and make your FastPass selection for Epcot because you know you're going to go there in the evening. And you see, I'm speechless. I'm absolutely speechless because it's about time they did something like that. But you get the drift. You get why this is so hot. This has been so highly anticipated, and it's got to be a good thing. Now for some quick closure updates. So a lot of people have been disappointed like the last 6 months or so, or however long it's been, that Soarin' was closed. Some people were pretty shocked of why they couldn't get fast passes to Soarin', and that's because it's been closed for so long. It's expected to open up July 1st, so if you're going after that, you're good to go. Also, Pizza Planet and Hollywood Studios, of course, you may know already that they have closed it down, but it should reopen in November. Big Thunder Mountain, oh, one of my favorites. Originally, it was supposed to be closed like when we were going in June, the earlier part of the summer, but now they're actually going to close it for refurbishment towards the end. So it's about August 8th. It will be closed until about November 18th, 19th is when they're anticipating it open again. And it's a small world at Magic Kingdom. Around August 22nd, that is set to close until about the middle of September, around 15th, 16th, something like that. So just a little side note, if you're going in those time frames and you're expecting to ride those rides, you will not be able to. Also, if you plan to be at the parks on July 4th, just letting you know that a lot of times on that day, especially Magic Kingdom, will fill to capacity. So if you're not actually staying on property, it may be a little difficult to get into the parks on that day. Just a little FYI in case you're planning on doing that. I was actually there 4th of July of this year. No, that was last year. Sorry. Gosh, the years like just, when you get older, the years just kind of fly by. If you agree with me, come on, thumbs up, people. Don't tell me I'm the only one that thinks time just woo as you get older. But anyway, I was there July 4th, 2015. That's actually the day we left. However, we were at Epcot. We knew better than to go into Magic Kingdom. And we actually, no, I'm sorry, we weren't at Epcot. We were at Hollywood Studios. And we had planned on staying for the fireworks, but actually it was the last day of our trip. We were going to drive about 5 hours before we got, you know, to where 5 hours into home. And it had been a long trip and we were really, really tired. So we actually left before the fireworks. But Hollywood Studios, of course, wasn't bad at all. It's just Magic Kingdom you're going to have to look out for. Epcot being a close second. So that is it for episode 2. I hope I have it. And actually, I still have other things that I need to tell you guys, but it's just going to make the vlog too long. So go ahead, subscribe so that you don't miss episode 3. And I'm sure it's going to be a lot sooner than I had originally planned for these vlogs to be. But there's so much new Disney information coming in at all times. And also, do not hold me responsible if any of these things do not happen or do not happen in that time frame, or it's already happened by the time you've watched this or something's changed. This is just, I'm not a cast member. I don't work for Disney. So this is basically a word on the street, people. Hello. See you guys.